Man, hold up, man. It's going
Look,
down. It's your boy,
yes, sir.
KGIZZLE.
Your boy Papa Charlie.
Say,
What we
man,
got on y'all today, man?
y'all up in here with the car Chronicles, baby. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Hey, he told you right. We got a good one up in here today, boy. I'm telling you, say, I before we get started, let's go and do it right. How was your day, bro? You know what I'm saying? Your weekend.
Bless, man. You know, one day at a time, man. Keep going first, bro. Everything else fall in place. How about you, bro? You had a good day today?
No, but I'm blessed. It's only for a moment. It don't last forever. It's just for a
Oh
minute.
no, just for a
So
minute,
it ain't
man.
nothing. I'm gonna bounce back. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no
Oh
thing
yeah,
but a chicken wing. You know what I'm
oh yeah.
saying? But yeah, man, say today is that day, man. I got my partner. You know what I'm saying? My brother. You know what I'm saying? Say I'm very, 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 very passionate about when I talk about him because I see what he do and I sit down and I talk to him like man to man, discussions. He's man very intelligent. I'm easy to talk to. I get along with him. You know what I'm saying? He just telling me all kind of game, bro. But as usual, some of it I
Oh
gotta
yeah,
take
oh yeah.
credibility too because he be on me too. But you know what I'm saying? I don't call him Vantonio. I call him Mr. Be Great on Purpose.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? In the building, baby. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
What up, fellas? What
What's
up?
up? What's up?
What's good? What's good?
Man, how y'all doing today?
All right, brother.
Man,
You blessed? You got a blessed day
yes.
today, man.
Yeah, I can't complain at all. Can't complain. Grateful and thankful.
Already. Say it. Trying to make sure I get in. Okay, there we go. Yeah, man. So, Mr. Be Great on Purpose, can you give us a real short? Because your resume is
It's
long.
long.
Your resume long. It's like, can you give us just and everybody get in the comments. My bad, because I see people in the comments and I didn't shout out to Miss Williams. Hey, how you doing? Um, we up in here with Mr. Be Great on Purpose. Can you give us just a little taste of who you are and where you're from and what
Um,
you do?
so I'm originally from a little place called Seaside, California. I'm a military brat. So I did all elementary school, kindergarten through sixth grade in Frankfurt, Germany. Then I came here to Texas, graduated from Killeen High, went to Monterey, went back to California, went to Monterey Peninsula College, then went to Middle Tennessee, then spent some time running pro track and field, and came back to Killeen in about 2010. How do I like to describe myself? Man, I'm an average guy trying to be great.
That's why I call him Mr. Be Great on Purpose. So before we even get started, I want to go and jump into this first little old thing right here where it ain't nothing major. I just want everybody I want him to explain this himself because I know he could do better than I could. So this right here.
So that's a screenshot from shout out to the difference makers. There's a group called Blacks and Nonprofit. When I go to their conferences and things, I participate. I have a name with them. And last year they picked me to be in their calendar as a difference maker. I was July of 2024. And that's just the screenshot I used for my website, the capture of it.
So this is your website.
Yes, that's my booking page. So that's where I go speak to high school kids. You could book me to come speak to your high school kids. You could like just motivate them, whether I'm talking to them about the importance of not skipping school, bullying, whatever the case may be. I could touch on a wide range of topics. Then there's a lot of people that do empowerment seminars in the community. So they could book me from there, and even corporations could book me to come speak on motivating their staff, operations, and so forth.
Already. Shout out Miss Tinkerbell. What's good? She called me Gucci. I don't know why. I think he said it was his birthday. Happy birthday, young. Oh, what? It's your birthday?
Not mine. Not mine.
Tinkerbell, you tripping. My birthday tomorrow. Not today. My birthday tomorrow. Yeah, but so you do mental health?
Yeah, so it's a wide range of mental health. So I don't necessarily speak on the kids speak to the kids from a psychologist standpoint, but using purpose as a way to get them mentally on track, mentally locked in, mentally progressing towards a goal.
Say, man, and look, when I tell you,
man, he's what I call a motivation guru.
Say, when I tell you, when I see, like, how do you get yourself in the room with these type of people and stuff like that?
Man, bro, first, everything goes to God, right? And your testimony, So my biggest focus right now is moving in purpose, and through that purpose, my testimony is putting me in rooms like I'm walking into rooms, people are knowing my name. I'm the only one that looks like me there, and they're calling on me and I'm just like, man, yeah, just testimony and walking in purpose. That's all I could contribute it to,
Man, that is like, that's deep, bro. Like, I would think that that maybe some of them, like, you may have already known, like, had a relationship, but a lot of these people I'm seeing you did.
Nah, bro. So like Steve Jobs, you familiar with Steve Jobs?
Uh-huh.
He has one of my favorite quotes that I live by.
What's that?
Those crazy enough to believe they could change the world are the ones that usually do.
Yeah.
So like at one part of my life, paradigm shifting. I've been called crazy a lot, right? So now how do I flip that in my favor? And when I heard this quote, yeah, I am crazy enough to believe I could start a youth center. I am crazy enough to believe I could change the world. I am crazy enough to believe that when I say be great on purpose, it'll brighten up somebody's day. It'll send a ripple in the world. I'm crazy enough to believe that, and I'm just acting on it,
Man, say.
But that's when you know you're doing something right and you're doing something good. When people know you that you ain't never met before, man, and they can approach you, that means that's when you know you got eyes on you that you don't even know people are watching. But that's when you know you're doing something right and you're doing something good, because they'll reach out to you and appreciate what you're doing.
So,
go ahead.
we use the word inspire, right? But I think a a lot of things we sleep on with inspire is, I want to say when you put it in Google, it's the second definition or third definition that means breathe. Inspire means breathe. But what's the opposite? Expire, right?
Yep.
We know when somebody expires, what happened?
It's over.
Yeah. So the opposite would be inspire, to breathe. So when I'm talking about walking my testimony, God said, walk that testimony. I'm not even sure what it looks like to other people, but it's used to inspire, hopefully to give them breath. But that's what it was. That's what I'm using it for, to get breath from myself, to get breath from, staying in alignment so I can have that peace, get breath from the insanity of the world, per se.
Man, say that I didn't look at it like that, to give breath. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to look that up. I ain't really look at the meaning like that. I just know, to be inspired by somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But that's deep. That's deep.
Think about what that does to your breathing when you're inspired. Changes the blood flow, everything.
Yep.
Right, it do. Say what? Hold up, man. Look at here. Okay, so on here on your website it says you are a event planner too.
Yeah. So event planner is such a broad spectrum.
Okay.
So it kind of falls into marketing. So I'm gonna go into it from a marketing perspective, right?
I was just gonna say that.
Because there's marketing, promoting, and advertising. So, for example, when I worked for Harley, I put on events to market so people would come and get sales. So my event led to some type of transaction. It wasn't just a event, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, event planning as a marketer. And then there's promoting. Promoting is telling the people, advertising is telling the people about the party, boom, or the event, telling them about the specials going on at the event. And promoting is telling the people, hey, come to this event, come to this event. So event planner through marketing, not necessarily call me and I'm gonna plan your baby shower. No, not that one. I'm not that one. So I've done everything from like city council campaigns, putting my stuff in the classes, my own events, that type thing.
Okay. You got something you want to ask me?
Was it hard getting started? Like, so to say, like, how hard was it to just like get people to support you and to see that you was doing a positive thing and influencing youngsters to be better? Because I've seen on your page, your Facebook page, that you also talk to troubled teens and do stuff like that also, right?
Mm-hmm. So I call them aha moments. When you're able to give a teen an aha moment, it allows them to get to buy into you a different way, and hopefully it becomes a lifelong relationship. And again, going back through that testimony, whether I'm far or near, if it's just me walking that path, stand in alignment type thing as well, So when I talk to teens, kind of.
Wait a minute.
My bad. I got stuck in a comment. Let me get I'm sorry.
Wait, which one? Which one did you get stuck in? Was it this one?
Yeah, I got stuck there, and I was about to respond to it, and I lost the question. My bad. I appreciate you, Tinkerbell. My bad.
Think about. I'm gonna get G on you. I'm gonna tell G on you next time. No, look, okay.
But going back, so man, how can I say? So for me, it was more so about me than teens.
Yeah.
In 2011, when I kind of got back, Colleen went through a cycle of, it was first time we broke the record in teen deaths that summer. And I wanted to see what I could do to contribute to that. And in my local community, they call me Uncle Van. All the kids just gravitated towards me, and we had real conversations. I just give them little things to think about, different perspective of things, and saying, okay, how can I take this and put it onto a bigger scale?
Yeah.
I graduated in 99. Back in 1999, I have a notebook. One of my friends just recently found it. I wrote about having a boys club. And the idea of that boys club grew into eventually having like a boys and girls club one day. And I went from the building to finding out how can I start that process. And when I was in 7th grade, my mom took me to a class over goal setting that taught me goal setting and overcoming adversity. So I created my own curriculum off of that course and me using goal setting through college and all that, and say, okay, if I could teach a teen how to goal set, it'll give them the foundation to achieve anything they want.
Yeah.
And through the process of goal setting and trying to get this course to teens, without being too long-winded, it shifted from having a course to saying, let me build a facility that's really going to nurture these teens and give them that leg up I'm looking to give.
Okay. That's what's up, man. Because I know a lot of these young parents can't get through to these teens, man, and they need somebody to look to that, get in their head about, man, education is important. These streets ain't where it's at, and smart enough to tutor them. Yeah, I can help you with this. I can help you with this math homework. I can help you with this history.
Thanks.
That's part of the idea too. As a parent to a teen, I have my 16-year-old son. As a parent to a teen, we're not the ones that really know everything. Sometimes we could tell them something and it doesn't mean nothing because we're dad and mom. But when a neighbor tell them, or boom. Yeah. So building that environment where they have some type of adult outside of mom and dad, they can consider cool, that mom and dad is comfortable with them being around, building that environment for them, and knowing that I had that same problem with my son. My son got a basketball coach, and his coach is great and all, and not taking nothing away from his coach. But I've been telling my son this: work on your handles, work on your handles. But when coach say work on your handles, coach is a great coach. Coach, I got to work on my handles. I ain't never had nobody to take time to tell me to just work on my handles.
Thanks.
Forget the app I paid for. Forget the little yellow ball I bought and all that stuff. Forget the glasses and all that little stuff I bought. So understanding that cycle and trying to put my teen in the right environment, knowing that, okay, he's not going to take everything from me. But when he picks any one of these adults in this environment, I'm comfortable enough with them pouring into my child.
Yeah. That's about my son's gonna be a senior this year. Like, he'll take my advice on education. Like, he's all about straight A's. He make a B, he mad, you know. But when they come to sports, oh, Dad, I'm faster than you were back then. You know, I'm better than you. I'm like, oh man, I ain't trying.
Bruh, I ran in the U.S. championships in 2006, and
oh man,
my son tells me that, oh, I'm fast. I'm okay, son. Okay.
He said, okay.
It's just something that happened.
Hey, that's how I got my son. I said, man, you talking that noise? I say, but you can go to TCU right now. My name's still on a banner in their field house.
Yeah.
Because I had the fastest 40 time in the state of Texas in '92 at the NFL combine. I ran a 4.1240.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, who me? Oh no.
Nah, don't. I'm on injury right now, running with my son.
And when my son went down there to visit, you know, the coach told me, he's like, man, not only did your dad run a 4.12, we didn't believe it. We thought the clock was messed up, so we made him run it 3 times. And I ran the same time 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know.
See? And just
so now he's working on his speed to try to outdo me, you know. But like far as grade wise, man, I take my hat off to him. He listens, man. He's all about grades. He know what college he want. He knew what college he want to go to as a sophomore. You know, which is, you know, outstanding kid, man. But that's what I try to teach to the other kids around here, man. There's better ways to go, but education is first, man. You know, I tell them the same thing my mom taught me. They can take a lot of things from you, but they can never take what you know. You know, try to learn everything you can.
Thanks. Man, can you tell? Wait a minute. Come on, man.
Yeah, first you going in on a year, like dang. Oh man,
she owe y'all for real.
Yeah. What she like?
Yeah, but we're gonna stick with that one. So my question is, man, can you tell me, Mr. B Great, can you tell me? I found this and I was really, really interested. And I know I was gonna bring this up to you. What is this?
Here you go.
What?
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah. So
let me let y'all get a bigger view of this.
We're gonna start with the so yeah, we had a news interview. I do have a teen club. That's our facility. In the top left, that's my son and the secretary on my board. They're doing a news interview. The news came out to see the facility. They ran a story on the facility. We have an historical landmark as our facility for the building, and they were just covering it as we're getting started. You know.
Oh wow! That was
Going back to what Papa was saying, man, I have a saying too. Like we say, be great on purpose, but the slogan is you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. You know,
I feel that.
So sometimes that starting is just taking the action. Sometimes it's a thought process, thinking, how can I logically even put myself in this space? Then man, I like the Bible. I like purpose, right? So when we think about
it's that comment, my bad. Let me take that.
I got you.
Take that comment off because
I got you. I got you.
Okay. All right. Boy, she clown. All right, so I thought she said something and I hit it. My bad.
Yeah.
But man, a question that I was gonna ask you was, could you tell me what made you become a marketing strategist? Yeah, I knew I was gonna get it.
That wasn't by choice per se, versus taking a combination of the things you've done and trying to get a title for them in the workforce, so you know where to apply yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like, again, I'm heart and I'm ambition. And so I'm gonna just run and I'm gonna try to figure it out. And I'm gonna just do, okay, this is part of the puzzle. I need to do this. I need to do this. Oh, this is called marketing. Oh, okay, boom. Oh, this is what my skills. Let me invest my time now into what this word is and sharpening myself in that arena.
Okay. You basically you saw that you was doing something. And you're like, what is this that I'm doing? Okay, I'm already doing this, so let me go get certified.
Yeah.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah.
So how do you come up with marketing ideas and stuff like that?
So for me, I like to, everything goes around purpose. When I coach people, what's the purpose? What are we doing? Where are you trying to go? Where are you at? What fits you? You know, remember, McDonald's and Burger King does not have the same marketing plan. They don't send the same marketing message. They don't even sell the same products, you know. So understanding what's your niche, what's your area, and building around that for the people I spend time with.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. What tools do you use to plan marketing campaign? I told you, man, I was coming. I'm gonna ask you some good ones, man. I'm trying to get nosy. And I'm finna pull something else up on you.
But that's IP, you know, my intellectual property, right? So what you get is my mind, what you get is my experience, what you get is my uniqueness, what you get is my greatness, right? So for example, you could go to a marketing strategist, that's cool. But then there's a Be Great on Purpose marketing strategist. The intent is already told you up front. When you coming up here, we coming straight for greatness. So if you ain't prepared for greatness, like,
get back.
This ain't the area for you.
Say, man, I like that. I like that. Yeah, this ain't the place for you. Man, what have you learned about yourself since opening to the youth center or being an advisor for the youth? Oh, you go, Erica.
So yeah, that's a great question. Nobody's ever asked me that before.
I can't let her outdo me.
So so for me, what I've learned is not so much what I say, is my walk. You know, I have to be able to walk what I'm saying. When I'm saying be great on purpose, I'm not telling you I'm great. When I'm telling you you could do it, you could chase your dreams. When I'm telling you I know it's hard, boom, boom, boom. I've been there, I've done that, and I'm sharing that with you and letting you know, hey, I did it. You can too. You just gotta lock in. Thanks. You know, all of it's possible. So it's it's one thing to tell a kid to chase his dream, and this happened to me, right? I'm telling the kid you can chase your dream, boom, 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 and he say, "Well, how are you chasing your dream? How you gonna tell me to chase my dream when you're not chasing yours?" And it's a real question, and I gotta let them know, like, look, you're sitting in my dream. I created this course. I boom, and now you here, and I'm pouring into you because that was my dream. So I know you can take something from the mental realm and put it here in the physical because I'm doing it. That's why you're here talking to me. You know.
Hey, boy, that was a good question. Don't be asking no more good questions like that. I got to do that. No, I'm just playing.
You know, I when I went through my church phase, I fell in love with Solomon's Prayer, and I started praying for the wisdom to lead my people. And you know, and I had warrants for driving without a license. So I've been to jail over 17 times in the process of getting my license back. So when I started praying Solomon's Prayer, I'm going to jail, boom, boom, boom. And one of the times God revealed to me, he said, man, if you want the wisdom to lead the people, then you have to be able to relate to the people you're leading. So now some of the situations I went through, it allowed me to have an entrance, to give a paradigm shift, to give an aha moment, to say, hey, I was sitting right there in that cell too, you know.
Yeah. Man, that's say, man, that's deep. Say, okay, so I want to play something. Okay. I want to play something. We gonna play something. I'm gonna see if I can make him look again. Let me see what I can do here. Let's pull out a few big guns and help some. You know, I support anywhere where it's good, and especially for the young people. So I really want to support Colleen and what you got going on. So I'm gonna bust it like this. You know what I'm saying? Check this out.
I'm Possible Youth Center opened its doors at a time when a lot of people were closing them due to COVID-19. I'm Possible Youth Center in Killeen is a nonprofit organization dedicated to giving young people a place to hang out while learning.
We're trying to cover all bases to provide our kids with a well-rounded skill set to go into the workforce, but even more during the summer, a balance of fun, education, and safety.
I'm Possible opened its doors to the community right in the middle of the pandemic, which has been nothing short of challenging.
There's a lot of stuff being shut down, so it's just been a real challenge from every single angle.
That hasn't stopped them from being able to hire employees to share their vision for the community.
I'm happy, I'm glad to help and see the kids do something better than what I did, get better than me. Because if it start them young and early, shoot, man, we're gonna have a great future in America.
A message that has brought in local tradesmen and business owners offering to help mentor and teach what they do to the kids.
There's a clear gap amongst the youth these days and in the world. And it's our responsibility to bridge that gap.
At the end of the day, it's all about helping the kids in the community be safe and prepared for the future.
The world is yours. We just went through a whole pandemic, a whole new change in lifestyle. And now we're looking for you all to be the future leaders.
I'm Possible Youth Center is a nonprofit organization, and they still have a lot of work to do and construction before they're fully operational. And they could use the community's help with volunteers and donations. In Killeen, Adam Schindler, 25 News.
Say, look here. If y'all is in Killeen, man, y'all really need to go out there and support them, man. That's just real talk, man. Because they doing great things from what I'm seeing in Killeen, man. They really helping the youth. And that's what we need. We really need to change the mindsets of our youth so they won't make the mistakes we made. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk. See, I told you. See, look at that face.
I haven't seen that in a long time. I have not seen that in a long time. Yeah.
Say, shout out Rob Rich. I see you.
Rob is one of my board members.
People need to see that though, man, because they hear you talk about it, but they need to see it for themselves so they'll know that, hey, man, this guy's the real deal. You know what I'm saying? Not only do he talk, but he's putting it right there in your face. It's real. I'm not playing no games. I'm about these kids and I'm for these kids, man.
Yeah, bro. The ultimate goal is to be like the Boys and Girls Club and have our Impossible Teen Club everywhere. You know, because the way the system's built, right, is the thing our teens are most interested in. We already were teens and we were interested in those same things, some of them still as adult. You know, I might not have, like, for example, we have a lot of rappers in our community. And I might have made it to where I've only sold 10 records and they was to my cousins. But I understand how to put rhyme scheme together. I understand how to read music. I understand how to put beats together. So now those kids that are lost in the community, they could gravitate towards you and y'all can speak on that common ground of music. Hey, look, I didn't make it, but this is a rhyme scheme. This is a rhyme scheme. This is a rhyme scheme. But now that team is more equipped to, as they go through the trials, they have the confidence. They have a mentor now. So somebody that can help them navigate. I ran track and field. And at my school, I think the football coach that blew the shortest straw was the track coach. So I really didn't understand I was fast. We had 2 schools in town back then. So I just wanted to have bragging rights across town, across the district.
He said bragging rights across.
But then I got to California, where at my junior college, I'm the greatest sprinter in history. I got to Middle Tennessee. They started teaching me how to run. And I'm like, man, just think if I had the basics in high school, what I could do. But then I also learned what are they looking for when they recruit these kids too. So now I can tell the kids, you don't have to be the fastest to be recruited, but this is what you need to be able to do to get recruited, you know.
Yeah. You just got to be good enough to be a competitor.
Yeah.
You know.
Real. Like,
and sometimes your journey might have just had you there. For example, there's a lot of people that's been to college that maybe didn't finish, but they were there, right? Mm-hmm. So now imagine what it's like to tell a kid, hey, you could go to college, and they turn around, what it's like to go to college. Well, I hear this is what it is, boom, 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 versus they could turn around and you could say, when I was there, this is how it worked, boom, boom, boom. When you're there, look for this, and this, you know. So it just installs a little bit more confidence and purpose in them.
Okay. Yeah. Could you tell me then also about this?
Oh yeah.
See?
Yeah.
I told you I was gonna throw stuff at you.
Oh yeah. So this is the Be Great on Purpose conference, October 19th, what we're pushing for. So the idea of this is I see a lot of empowerment conferences going on, and some of these are geared towards specific things. However, I want to bring something that everyone could use, and whether it's self-development, whether it's entrepreneurship, it's a starting point for everybody. Whether you don't have no money and you want to start in your self-development journey, there's going to be tools that's going to help you do that. If you want to be an entrepreneur and you don't know where to get started, you're going to leave knowing where to get started and how to get started.
Okay. And this will be in Killeen, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then
what's his name? I can't think of his name. The one that got the book. Say I gotta get him too. Corey, I need both of y'all. Really, I need to get y'all all three with my cat.
Michael, Corey, the whole Wednesday crew. Hey man, if y'all on Amazon, make sure y'all go to your search bar, type in Don't Think Like Me, Just Think.
Yeah.
Just check that book out. It's by my guy named Corey. Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta go there.
So that goes to another part of my journey, even to the self-development side, right? I might get long-winded, but hey, it's for the show. So I grew up here in Killeen in 9th grade. Well, yeah, 9th grade, 10th grade, I got in trouble and had to do some community service. My CIS teacher, shout out Miss Holmes, she hooked me up with a guy named Michael McGuire, who was building a radio station from the ground up. And this radio station became 92.3. For a while, it was the only hip hop and R&B station in our area. So I'm getting to learn radio and marketing stuff in radio at the time.
Man.
I'm sitting under the program director, so then we had to show the top 8 at 8. I'm taking votes and scores, answering phones, running remote control, switchboards. So I'm just learning music from the radio side. Then then he gave me I don't want to go into the name he gave me right now, but he gave me a little name or whatever. Boom. And later on down the road, when I was in college, I found myself throwing parties and all this. And I was looking to achieve a certain level of success, like all of us, and I thought I was going to get there through track and field. And when I learned track and field was the avenue, that changed. So I'm looking at how do people get there through business, and I'm learning entrepreneurship, going to seminars, just investing time and learning their strategies to some of this. That you don't accidentally blow up a company, you don't accidentally get rich. It's systems and processes to go through during the journey. And a lot of times the people I was looking for to help me get there, they didn't have that information. So me going to research and say, not only am I going to find this information for myself, but I'm going to leave some type of system to teach the people behind me as well.
Ooh, boy. Erica ain't playing, boy. She said, "Hey, man, she gonna make us get it today." So she said, anyone could answer this, but what is your thoughts on how youth in inner city navigate or overcome the various challenges they face in their daily lives?
Man, so for one, it's a cycle going back to the parents. Can we really expect our children to deal with adversity if we don't teach them how to deal with adversity? If we pawn that off on the school to teach them how to deal with adversity, can we really count on the school to teach them that? So yes, it's an obvious problem of them not dealing with adversity correctly. However, can we say they're not dealing with it correctly when as adults in general, we're not dealing with the adversity correctly? So finding out how to, again, finding out how to tap into a team is what I built a team club for. So again, I might not be able to tell you, hey, I don't need you doing this, this, and this because it'll get you in trouble. That might not work. But when I say, hey, you remember you told me you wanted to make a mixtape or an EP. We're going to make that EP for you, but in order to do that, we have to do this, 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 and this. So we're out here doing this. We can't be doing this. You know, so let's okay, if you're looking for some quick money, right? Let's look at the life lesson. Do we want quick money or we want long-term money? Because a lot of times the quick-term money, especially off of music, is going to get you in trouble. So let's figure out what we have to do to make this long-term music, because this same song you're making at 16, you could still be getting paid at 32 off of it. So let's focus on doing that right. And like I tell my son, like right now he wants to go to the NBA. So we're not focused on working right now. Your job is to do them drills, to take advantage of being in high school, and this is the best shot you have. Once you turn 18, if you don't go to college to buy yourself some more time, then you have all that time to work. So let's focus on a purpose right now. Let's go all in and take our best shot.
Say Miss Erica is in here. She is not playing with y'all. Especially you.
And another thing is communication, man. Are you willing to listen to your child? Because a lot of times when adults talk to their kids, man, they're not, it's going in one ear out of the other because you're saying something they don't want to hear. But are you willing to listen to your child and find out what's making them act out, what's making them do this, what's making them do that? Instead of talking at them, communicate with them and get to the source of the problem so you can be able to help. But as long as you're judgmental, you're a child, you know what you're talking about, you need to listen to me, they're going to keep going the same way.
Absolutely.
She said, how would one learn to deal with adversity correctly when it can come in so many different forms? That's the first question.
So you was gonna say something?
I was waiting
on you. To me, everything comes down to purpose, right? So I heard somebody say we're all actors and actresses, right? When we're in a classroom, we're told to act this way. When we're in church, we're told to act this way. When we're in court, we're told to act this way, right? So now you line up how you act with your purpose, right? So if your purpose is, like my son, to go to the NBA, is this how an NBA player would act? Is this stuff that's going to allow you to have an NBA career? So you have to have some type of purpose to tie it to. Or like some people like to say, destiny and destination. We all have a destiny, but if you don't know that destiny, you don't know that destination, then you can't be lost because you don't know where you're going. So picking somewhere for us to go, somewhere for us to focus on, whether it's making music, whether it's going to college, now we have that end goal right here, and we can shape our attitude, we can shape how we spend our time, we can shape who we're around that end goal, around that purpose. So then that adversity, when we deal with it, we know we're all going to deal with adversity, but we're not going to let it trick us out of our position. You know?
Okay.
I treat adversity like I treat the haters. Just like adversity come in different forms, haters come in different forms.
Yep.
Keep God first, stay prayed up, and keep all negativity behind you. You know, and don't give them no space to invading you. You know what I'm saying? And don't let them invade your space. If you see any negativity coming your way, go ahead and bob and weave that thing, because you know it ain't no good intentions behind it. You know what I'm saying? Just like haters, haters gonna hate on you every day, and they come from all shape, form, fashion, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bible says, the devil come to steal, kill, and destroy. Steal your joy. You know what I'm saying? Everything else, you know. But you just gotta treat it like, man, look, I'm not gonna let you get the best of me, because God ain't gonna put no more me than I can bear. You know, so saying that, hey man, stay positive, keep the negative things away from you, and you can conquer anything.
So, and I'm just using my son so much right now. I hope he don't get mad at me. But like, my son had a scrimmage, and we had 2 coaches that were referees. You know, so of course, they were missing fouls and all that. So boom, we get in the car. My son is mad about the referees. Dad, you just don't get it. Dad, you don't. The referees want to go. Son, what's our ultimate goal? To get to the NBA, right? What does the referee have to do with us getting to the NBA? Nothing.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about the referees for? There's going to be good ones and bad ones, but you can't have a game without no referee. So let's just be thankful we had a referee, so we had a game.
Yeah, see, and what a lot of these kids don't know,
She said,
a team can only push you so far, but they can get you. They can use the referees to team. If they know you're a good player, they'll use the referees to make you mad. If you mad, you off of your game. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta play the team and the referee, but all you gotta do is go out there and give it your all. As long as you give it your all, you succeed. You know what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw. I might have lost this game, but I gave it my all. I gave it my best. No.
But you don't never lose, you know. Yeah, you might lose on the scoreboard, but you got lessons you learned, you got defaults, areas you found you could work on. One of my favorite acronyms is FAIL, FAIL, first attempts in learning. You know, okay, this team beat us this time. Well, we know we got to move more. We know we got to run more. We know we just can't sit there and wait for them to bring the game to us. We got to attack them type thing.
Yeah.
Okay, she said,
I know what I
agree with the communication, because I never like when people talk to me, but talking to me, I receive.
To talk at me. So like we kind of touched on it earlier. The most important thing you can tap into is your why, is knowing your why. You know, why is such a powerful thing to know. Why is crab your favorite food? Why do you wake up at 2 a.m? What are your why? Because when you tap into these whys, you start finding different understandings about yourself. You start you start finding out different things. So for example, when we're talking to our teens and our kids, and they're giving us attitudes, saying boom, boom, boom. And sometimes when we talk to them, we find out is, oh, they're just not secure in trusting people. They're not secure in being in the front of the line. So every time I put them in the front of the line, they're going to act out as a defense mechanism to get moved to the back. So now that I understand that about them, let me explain, hey, I'm going to put you in the middle, not because you're not worth being in the front, but we're going to build and gradually work your way up to the front. So each one time we get closer to the front, we're building confidence, boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, they up there speaking to the whole world, you know.
Yeah.
Back. She said she loved these responses. I will say this though, for me, right here where she says, because I never like when people talk at me.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said, but I receive it. So for me, this is what I for me, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you. For me, yeah, when you said that, I was like, I feel you, but I don't, because that's just my ego. My
Mm-hmm.
ego tells me you're talking at me, because nobody knows how I feel until I express it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really how I'm receiving it, and I'm in my feelings, or you talking at me like it's it's my ego. I can go say you, I'm gonna say me.
But that's anybody's ego. When you feel like you're being talked at, you're not gonna listen to that. You're gonna try to brush it off.
I didn't say I don't listen, because see, that's what I'm saying.
It's
What
not received as much.
I know who I am, and if you know who you are first, you should be able to stop yourself and say, hold on, I'm taking this a certain way. They ain't doing, they just, like, I'm a blunt person, but I have to understand, just me being blunt, being who I am, some people take it the wrong way. But I'm just being me.
But I'm just saying, when you feel someone's talking at you, they're not wanting to know what the problem is what's going on with you. They're talking at you like they already know and trying to tell you what's best for you instead of trying to figure out what the problem is.
But
that's why I said the why. That's why I talked about the why. Because when the conversation comes up, right? If I ask you, well, why do you feel that way? As soon as you go into why do you feel that, I'm not talking at you no more. And now I know how to shape. Now I know how to shape the conversation for you to receive it, because you gave me all the talking points. You know, well, when you said this, it made me feel this way. It made me boom, boom, boom. Then I could come back. That wasn't my intention to make you feel that way. So first, I apologize for that. Now we got the walls down. You know, and the whole goal of communication is being able to get the other person to receive and understand on a certain level. And none of us, like, the fastest way to a misunderstanding is an expectation. So if I could give you what I mean and what I'm going for all in that same thing, we're going to be okay.
Okay, so see, you just said my key word. You said it's your right at the end. Oh, and I had it right on the tongue. Perception.
Mm-hmm.
So see, I don't know the other person's perception. I just know that and I'm saying this because I go through this at work.
Mm-hmm.
I speak and I may sound like I am like, but that's why I say you have to know you. So some people I know now is like that. I go at it a different way, because I realize they can't, who I am may be too aggressive. But it is still, at the end, it still goes by your perspective.
Again,
I don't get angry.
But again, it's the why, and part of that is your responsibility in effective communication, right? So if I say something and you find it aggressive, or if I say something even though you're just saying it direct and I take it mean and I give you defense or whatever, part of that is you have to say, hey, I didn't mean to come at you like that. Why does what I say make you feel this way? And you might get, oh, my dad was an abusive talker and boom, boom, boom. So now it's them, but now you understand their trigger point too. So when you want to communicate and build something effective with them, you know how to, in the hood
that's the same thing I'm saying.
And I'm glad he explained it like that, because that broke the why down to me. Because if you start with the why, that gives them a chance to express themselves off the muscle, so you know how to come at them, and they'll already be expressed telling you why they feel that way or what they're going through. It makes sense.
Okay, so but what I'm saying too, I'm with y'all. I'm just saying that when I reword it, like you're saying, reword it. That's no problem. But at the end of the day, the beginning of it is you just said the why. So that is how whatever they went through, whatever trauma that
I got you. So I got this for you. APG. Appreciation, perspective, gratitude.
Yep.
Again, remember I tell you I love the Bible, right? I love the Bible. The Bible tells us God's ways is so much higher than ours. So what that tells me is I don't know everything and I possibly can't know everything.
Yeah.
So when I say APG, I was one of those people that if you told me the sun was purple, I'm finna argue you down. I'm finna argue you down. I gotta prove you right. I gotta prove myself right. You don't know what you talking about. But see, when I go into the why, I find out this person's colorblind. I've never been colorblind. So now I have to give appreciation because they show me something new in the world.
Yeah.
They let me in on their perspective. And I'm thankful for it. Because God is one of those people that happens 4 months ago, right? And then you're walking somewhere and you meet somebody and they talk about this sign is green and the sign is red. And you don't even know God was already preparing you. APG, I don't know that. Hey, are you colorblind? Hey, are you? Because this experience I had before allowed me another perspective of what's out in the world. So now in a place, somebody is giving me gratitude in a situation that could have been bad. That's just how I look at it.
I mean, I'm with y'all. I'm riding with y'all. I'm not against y'all. I'm just saying.
Yeah. We're just
perspective of how I see it. Like, when a person upset me, they don't never know they upset me until I let them know. And I be honest with myself, within myself, is when a person speaking to me, they may not be saying it in a disrespectful way. But also, I have to stop and think: am I in one of them modes right now?
So
let me tripping.
Let me ask you the Nipsey Hussle question. Would you rather be at peace with the world and at war with yourself, or would you rather be at war with the world and at peace with yourself?
I would rather be at peace with the world and war with myself because I can control the war within myself. I can contain myself, but you can't contain everything and everybody in the world. I'd rather be at peace with the world and at war with myself because I can contain that war. You know.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah.
Because the reason why I say that is because I could be at war with the world right now. But if I don't fool with the world like that, I like you've been saying, you've been preaching. I keep the negative and the haters out the way. I pay them no. I swear, Bob and weed. I ain't got time.
Yeah,
okay. So let me put this question in another way.
I'd rather be at peace with the world because with the world are my number. I could be at war. I could be at war with myself because I can take on one person. I can deal with one person.
The Bible said. The Bible said. The Bible said the world is gonna perish. I don't care about the world.
Let's put it in another way. Right? You know when you're talking to somebody, you're direct. So you're gonna feel this one. You know when you're talking to somebody, right? And you done sugarcoated it so much that you don't even feel like they got your message across. So you burning in the inside. You burn like, oh man, you done sugarcoated it so much so they could be at peace. You inside sweating underneath. You
Who do that? Because this is what I do.
Hey,
If I get around people that's like that, I remove myself. That means that you are not on my level. You are not where I'm at. That's the only way I see it. You keep what it is around you that is most important to you, and you take care of that. If you love yourself that much, man, I'm telling you, my peace now, that from ripping and running the streets to now, man, the world can stay where they at. I'll help those that want the help. If you don't want it, I'm not finna waste my time, energy, nor anything else around me to get around you. Just
can't save everybody.
Man, I'm totally different. I'm not gonna get mad because you're not getting it. I'm gonna keep on till I help you get it. And if you're not getting, then I'll step back and I'll let you bump your head for yourself and let you see that ain't what it is.
That's how.
And then when you see that ain't what it is, you're gonna reflect on what I told you and what I was telling you. Be like, you know what, he was right. I should have listened. You know, but I'm not gonna get mad because you're not getting it. My job is to try to help you get it and explain it to you. If I explain it to you over and over and you don't get it, I did my job. You know what I'm saying?
I get y'all. I gotta play devil's advocate.
Eventually, when things don't go your way and you see I was right, my job is done. Because when it don't go your way, it's gonna reflect on what I said and what I was telling you. It's gonna come back anyway. So I'm not gonna get mad. You know, my job is to tell you the truth and to try to help you as much as I can. I'm not gonna get mad because you don't receive it right then. You know, you still have to learn for yourself at the end of the day.
Hey, I'm just playing devil's advocate, okay? I'm no, because I being honest, man, I know that's how a lot of people feel. You know, I'm just trying to say, because this is what you run across. Yeah. I run across people all the time. They're gonna argue with me completely. I'm not trying to change your mind. I want you to think how you think. But the way that I tell if a person is really telling me the truth and what they is speaking is true, I watch how they move. God gonna move their steps, and you'll be able to see and reveal that. Look, that's a different person from them. Yeah, that's what I need to go fool with.
But then you know how I am, Jizzle. I don't comment on everything. Like when people ask me a question, if I ain't never been through it myself or I know nothing about it, I can't give you an answer. All I can tell you is go to God, man. Give it to God because I've never been through that. I'm not going to give you my opinion on it because I've never been through it. And if I have been through it, I can tell you what I've been through in that similar situation and how I dealt with it and what the outcome was. And you can take that and you might do it differently and have a different outcome. Your outcome might not be the same as mine, but I can just tell you in that situation, if I've been through the similar thing, the same thing, I can tell you what I went through and how I dealt with it. But that still don't mean that's the same way you should handle it. You feel what I'm saying?
But again, I was devil advocate.
No, I can't handle it.
Again, I'm just being devil's advocate. Again.
Erica has said, I have a tendency to say the first thing that comes to my mind, and people told me they couldn't always receive my message because how I said it. So I acknowledge it.
I'm sorry because I do that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm blunt too. You know, hey man, I was taught that's how I was raised. I was taught to speak my mind. You know, sometimes it don't always come out good. You know, but there's no bad intentions behind it. But I'm man enough. If I'm wrong, I apologize. Or if you feel like I offended you, I can apologize for it. It's not the way it was meant. It's just the way it came out and the way it was received.
Yeah, it's a hard thing. I went through that phase too. It's a hard thing, but it's okay. Being direct, right? You're trying to get your message across at the end of the day. But if your message is not being received, and you have the ability to make it more receivable, you know, for your audience, At least that's what speaking comes down to. I can take the same story and tell it to a corporate company and tell it to a kindergarten class too. Just, you know, shaping it to my audience. So, man, opening a teen center has been a journey. It's been a journey. And when I'm talking about like, okay, everybody's telling me you got to go to the city council for the money. Boom, they're going to help you. Boom. And that's the only information I was getting from my peers. So I couldn't get more than that. So how do you get more than that? I ran for city council. So, like, okay. That's just the type of person I am for the information, because I wanted it that bad. But then when I got there, it showed me, oh, in order to get this, you're going to have to do this, this, and this. So once I could see it and believe I could achieve it, you know, I just went for it.
Already, I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. Dang, I didn't even know we was still there. I was like, man, it don't even feel like we've been on it this long, man. So, I just like playing devil's advocate. That's why I get close to Mike Devil's Advocate. I like playing that role sometimes. But yeah, I understand what y'all saying. I tried to, you know, give my little twist to it. It didn't work, y'all, but I tried.
I'm so big on purpose. Like, man, I went through a point of I broke up with a girl. She told me I wasn't man enough. So it had me questioning, like, why do all my homeboys hear this? So I know what society and the streets expect from me as a man. Let me find out what God expects for me as a man. Then I went to a men's meeting. First day in the men's meeting, I read a quote. It says, "Your woman is a reflection of your obedience to God." You know. Then
That's deep.
I start learning and reading the Bible myself. And when I start reading the Bible myself, I start realizing this is a book about purpose. So when we read the New Testament, it enters a character, Jesus. And Jesus, to me, is symbolic to any basic instruction book before playing a video game, whether it's Mario or leaving Earth. You know, when you play Nintendo and you see Mario in the instruction book, you know Mario's talking to you. So when I saw Jesus and started reading it, it felt like Jesus was me. Yeah. And Jesus was entered into the scene with a purpose. And this book shows how he journeyed through his purpose. He met with John the Baptist, where he got baptized, which was him symbolic of accepting the purpose. The sky broke open. God said, "This is my son whom I'm proud." Next thing he did was went into the wilderness. When you start looking for your purpose and trying to find your purpose, it's a stage where you don't know what your purpose is. And that's part of the process because you're looking for it, you know. So then there's temptation. You know, if you don't know where you're going or don't know where you're working towards, you don't know what temptation is. Try wanting something, try to accomplish something, and watch how temptation comes. Another word for temptation is distraction. Some people, oh, the phone is a distraction. No, anything's a distraction. If my job is to walk to the back of that room and I get up and start walking and my phone ring, now that's a distraction. If my son, anything stopping me from going towards my goal becomes a distraction. So now I know what the goal is. I can eliminate my distractions that help me get there effectively. Now that I got purpose, it's going to shape where you find me at. It's going to shape what girls have access to me. It's going to shape what problems have access to me. You know? So just to me, everything just comes down to purpose and moving in that purpose. And the one thing God promises you in the Bible is peace. And finding, as long as you're in purpose, it might be ugly outside, but you at least have some peace.
I couldn't have said it any better.
For real.
Yeah.
And that's it, man. Because I thank God for my mom. She's deceased now, but that's what she instilled in me. She's like, we're all here for a purpose. It's up to you to find out what that purpose is. And when you find out that purpose, what that purpose is, give it your all to be great at it.
And sometimes that purpose could be simple. It don't have to be extra magnificent. It don't have to be world changing. Yep.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Just as simple as love thy neighbor as you love yourself. It'd be the smallest thing. But and I teach my kids the smallest things mean a lot more than the bigger things to me. Because people always look for the bigger things. A lot of people don't remember the small thing, but it's the small thing that's more memorable.
Yeah. I ask people, do you know anybody that's ever been bit by an elephant?
No.
It's hard to find on Google. But you know anybody been bit by a mosquito? Like,
everybody.
Three this conversation, So like it's the little things we got to worry about. Don't focus on the big things. Don't spend your life worrying about being bit by an elephant.
Facts. I wouldn't either. But man, I gotta definitely get you back on here. We gotta do, because I got more questions, bro. I got a phone full of questions, man. I ain't even get to get on it, bro.
Give me one more. We ended on
let me go to another deal. I will say, what tips would you give someone who wants to be a it was coming too. Excuse me. They want to be a help to their community and try to help just the overall process of it.
So the first thing I'm gonna say is just do it. Not to be Nike or anything, just do it. You don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. What does that mean? Give you a long thing everybody know, right? Hey, change one person, you change a household. You change a household, you change a street. You change a street, you change a neighborhood. You change a neighborhood, you change a city. You change a city, you change a state. You change a state, you change America, So just focus on one thing. When you talk about marketing, goes into all great names have 2 to 4 syllables. Be great on purpose. Then the way it flows, BGOP. The mind remembers sound bites. So putting it in a soundbite form, be great on purpose. It has an energy when you say it. It's a word you can meditate on. If you really want to feel the energy of it, go into something you don't want to do or be tired and say, be great on purpose, and watch what happens to your body. So when I say be great on purpose and I talk about changing one person, sometimes it's having a t-shirt on and I don't have to say nothing and they read it, be great on purpose. And what that does to them, coming from the same logic when they tell you, just ask someone how their day is, you might change their life. Well, if I ask someone how their day is or just say hi and I could talk them off the ledge, imagine what would happen if they read be great on purpose. You know, and then it's something that's easily rememberable. So I could be walking in traffic and say, be great on purpose. And I just changed that person. You know, so now that person might say be great on purpose, and that's all we do is wait for it to catch up to the world. Then a paradigm shift. The name is crazy, but I like how it sounds.
Yeah, we got to get into that next time.
But real quick, but paradigm shift is just a change in the way you view things.
Now we got to go deep into that one because hey, I caught them on live with this.
And I'm gonna ask you too. I see the apparel hanging up in the background. You have your own clothing line also?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is on the shirt right there.
Yeah, Be Great on Purpose is a registered corporation, trademark on a blockchain, doing all those little things for it to be a FUBU, for it to be a Sean John, but for it also to have something we can cross over to different markets in, but also build legacy for our families and people in the community. Louis Vuitton's 179 years old. I'm trying to be 179 years old.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and I got one last one. Where'd it go? Go ahead, Pop.
No, I'm gonna tell them, man, whenever you throw an event, man, please reach out to us, man. Whenever you got something going on, you need some help, we'll support, do whatever, man. We there.
Yeah, one of the events I'm working on too right now is we're doing a trunk or treat again, October 26th. And the trunk or treat is we're getting a car club community, the motorcycle community. We bring them out to just provide a safe trunk or treat Halloween experience for the kids in the community, you know, where they're not going in neighborhoods with no lights or anything, but just trying to bring the community out. So this year we're going to attempt to break the Guinness Book World Records for biggest car club. I got the Hasaki Car Club. I got the CTX car club community already. We got about 80 cars. We got pony rides that'll be there. I'm working on the city gave us a hard time last year, but we're working on getting a helicopter out there. So we do the helicopter rides and just making sure we're starting early. Just got the letter back saying the mayor will be out there. So yeah.
Well, say I'm gonna try to make sure that I push aside that side and try to have, you know what I'm saying, Car Chronicles out there broadcasting live.
Oh, that'd be dope too.
That we, you know what I'm saying, because we do support anything you got going on. Yeah, just let us know we will be there.
Yeah, I don't care no matter how Idaho, I'll fly in. You know.
So getting back to what I was saying,
I'll fly in. You know what I'm saying?
Getting back to what I was saying about the paradigm shift. So like impossible is not a real word. You know, if you take that word impossible, it says I'm possible. And what the Bible tells us is I am is the two most powerful words. So now if you could teach a teen or even an individual that there's no such word, impossible is such a powerful word. It says, I'm possible. So now if you take that and switch it in your mind, a whole different thought process starts to trickle down. So now when we're talking about changing the world and impacting the world, it doesn't have to be anything major. In the words of my favorite poet, I might not change the world, but I'm going to spark the mind that does.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's it right there.
So that's all we're trying to do.
And I don't want nobody to think I'm drinking on here, man. It's a cherry RC, man. It's Coke. I don't drink, so I don't want nobody to see this red can and think it's a Budweiser or something else. It's a cherry RC. You know, it's a Coke. I don't drink.
Yeah, you drinking something. You drinking something. You drinking something.
No, I don't drink at all, brother.
I'm just messing. But no, man.
Gatorade water, Coke every now and again. This is my only drug right here. That Coca-Cola, man. I don't drink many.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we definitely, when we do that paradigm, I gotta get everybody on here because boy, hey, you ain't gonna hear me say nothing. I'm gonna be lost. But I'm listening. Say
yeah, because the guy that be on the Wednesdays with you that always pop in, he pretty deep too, man. I was listening to him.
Yeah.
Mike, yeah, he's real deep too, man.
Mike hit me with something. Mike hit me with something Sunday, right? He asked me, "Do I know anything about astrology?" I said, "No." So there's a quote by J.P. Morgan. He say, "Millionaires don't believe in astrology, but billionaires do." I said, "Man, let me find out what's going on with astrology." So,
yeah. Say, yeah, I think I'm gonna go read up on it so when he come up in here, I can handle it. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I ain't gonna know what. Yeah, say, but yeah, man, I appreciate you coming, man, for real. Yeah, I appreciate you, you know, because I know you got a lot, bro. We ain't even begun. This ain't the last one.
Yeah,
I mean, we ain't scratched the surface yet, man.
Yeah. And I don't know if he still want to do it, but look, we gotta. If one of y'all want to come on here and talk about your business, try to get your stuff going, man. Maybe we can get him to come in here and give you some game a little bit. I ain't saying a lot. If you want some more, you gotta hit this man up and get a course or something. You know?
Yeah. I'm not. So. I was online one day and I'm searching my name, looking for an article because I didn't want to tell it about me. So I'm gonna copy and paste. And I found out I was voted the #1 life coach in the area. And I don't really like calling myself a life coach because I'm still trying to figure out life too. But I can tell you about walking in purpose and telling you how to transfer your purpose into a business and moving purposely within the business you already have. You know, to make it make sense that way to where your marketing plan reveals itself. Your marketing strategy reveals itself. So, yeah, we'd definitely love to touch on some of that.
And I'm going to leave you with this right here. You might not call yourself a life coach, but somebody else called you that because somewhere you didn't change somebody's life.
Facts.
Yeah, I receive that.
Big facts. And I'm one of them if you don't believe it. So, but there it is right there. There it is. Let me blow it up for y'all so y'all can see. Say, man, yes, sir. It's real in the field.
Yeah.
So say y'all go like, subscribe, all of that there to Mr. Be Great. And listen what I'm telling you. Don't put Mr. But somebody put Mr. Don't put Mr. Just put Be Great on purpose. That's what I call it. Okay.
Yeah. And remember, when you're searching for me, I'm already talking to you. That's why it's Be Great on purpose.
Say, yeah. Say, that's live right there. I'm already talking to you. Yeah. Okay.
Man, I'm excited, bro. I love seeing that, bro. Cause just seeing that certificate, bro, like I said, man, You don't call yourself a life coach, but for somebody to see that, you done change lives already, man. So that's an accomplishment within itself. You know,
I appreciate that.
For real, it is. It really is, bro. And please keep doing what you're doing, and maybe we can figure out a way to get this nonprofit that you got in a couple of different cities. You know what I'm saying, worldwide or whatever. If we can help, that's what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
or a benefit concert or something, raise money for the nonprofit just to go towards something.
Absolutely.
I'm down. I'll call some people, see what I can do. Let's get it. I'm down with that. I'll help out.
All right, bet. We'll work it.
So let me know. Anything you want to say too before we get out, man?
Nah, you know what I always say, man. Why be average when you can be great on purpose?
Purpose. You can't be Mr. Great on purpose, but you can't be great on purpose. I'm putting it out there because since I've met him, it's one thing he don't know that he says that sticks with me other than that, which is he say, you ain't gonna beat me grinding. You ain't gonna outgrind me.
Nah.
You ain't gonna outgrind.
Nah.
Hey, see, you feel lean back with me? Nah.
Hey, my company is different.
Man, you gotta if don't nobody else believe in you, got to believe in yourself.
Hey,
when I watched the first episode last night, I was locked in. He had a faith, you know what I'm saying? So
hey, man. I went to a junior college in California that got me as the greatest sprinter in history. I went to Middle Tennessee. They gave me a little plaque where they got my little bodysuit in there. You know, you could Google my U.S. championships run there. So the one thing I am confident in is I can touch the world and I can impact the world. So when I say be great on purpose, it's not about me. It's about the movement. It's about speaking life into everybody else because I know it can be done.
Already.
Yeah. So, all right, y'all have a good night.
All right, you too, bro. We're going to have you back. You know what I'm talking about?
All right.
All right. 100. Say, man, hey, y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Mr. B. Great on Purpose. Say, I'm telling you, maybe you can get that nonprofit down that way and help y'all out and whatever y'all need, and we can maybe help, throw some concerts or whatever, help out, man. We want to do some stuff to help the community. You know what I'm saying?
Man, us blacks got to support blacks, man. We the only race that don't come together. Why we can't come together like everybody else on something that's positive?
Don't know. I think it's ego. But, you know what I'm saying? But, say, man, we finna get up out of here. I enjoyed myself tonight in this show. I appreciate everybody being here, man. And like I say, man, y'all stay blessed. I love y'all. What you got to say, Pop, before we get up out of here?
Thank you, everybody that was tuned in, man. We love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting, man. Papa Charlie, we out of here.
We out. Gratitude, baby.
Peace.